Hello YouTube as well. So today we're doing the 4th episode. And yeah.
Since I didn't hear from him, I thought he'd forgotten me again. Caught up in his usual musings. It's happened before, you know?
Did he stay here, alone? Do you know if he went in?
Yes. Well, I don't know if he went in, but he certainly did ask me to leave. He seemed a bit more erratic than usual. As I said before, it would be the first time I've traveled with Sebastian only to find myself on a forced holiday until he remembers I'm there. Honestly, I thought he'd forgotten completely this time and had just headed back home. The hotel was booked until Monday, so...
Not home. That much I can tell you. Is there any way to get in there?
Well, as far as I know, the door isn't locked. Although it might be a bit swollen from the humidity. Maybe if we gave it a little push.
Right, let's give it a try. But someone should look for another way in, just in case.
So maybe we're starting on different locations depending on which guy we choose. Since you said we need to look for different entering places. I'm going to say you've lost. Oh shite. I might actually like all of these characters. You're in a bit of trouble, Finnegan, because I don't know who you are. Your friend to Sebastian. Ernest is a renowned ex-archaeologist forced to retire due to constant health problems. The writer is one of few people who still manages to entice him into breaking his routine, and Ernest often travels together with him during his research trips. When the writer needed help to gain access to the Abbey of Saint Cecilia, he thought immediately about Ernest. He's very stealthy, the lad. So it says that his light source is a candle, but I can't see the big fuck off lantern. And his personal item is
I know the area, more or less.
a hearing apparatus. Hearing aid. Yeah, so what I was saying was today we're doing the 4th episode, which is the second to last episode in total, so we might finish this game tomorrow if I decide to stream tomorrow. It depends. I have a test in the morning, and then I'm hopefully going to the gym, and then doing a bit of a cozy evening stream maybe to finish this game off. I have a lot of other horror games to keep us entertained through the rest of October. I will also go home to my parents next week, so the atmosphere around me is going to be quite different when I get home.
Oh, my knees are giving up. Oh, Sebastian, me old pal, where are you?
Me old pal. I think I'm going to like this guy. He seems like a stellar dude. I wonder what the new ghost mechanic is going to be in here. We got that crawly thing last episode, which only reared its ugly head once, which was quite weird, but hey. I thought this door was locked last time in the interlude. It's blocked by a hatch, so that's some kind of shortcut later maybe. So yeah, I have a lot of horror games lined up. One of them is Darkwood, which is a top-down kinda more old school looking game. It's a Polish game or something like that at least, which is interesting, I think. It looks really interesting. You might want to look up the trailer or something for it if you're interested. So maybe that's next. I also have Resident Evil 7. I have Amnesia, the old classic. I have some more, but I can't remember them right now. The confession booth. It was not a confession booth. Refectory. There's probably something important in this big ass room. But I would really like to find somewhere to hide. There's a note at least. I'm feeling like I'm being followed. I know where the abbey is. I know the fuck me. I know the abbey is abandoned, but sometimes it feels like there's someone there who's putting out the candles. Who knows? It might just be the wind or the insufferable chill. I must be losing my mind, but sometimes I count the candles that I don't recall lighting myself. Damn it, I need to find the origin of that cursed song and get out of this place. Nothing on the backside. A knife. I could not use the fucking knife. I would have taken it. Not that it would be any useful against the demon. Most likely at least. But it would make me feel a bit better. Is this a hiding spot? Nice. Let's go. So now we're not in immediate danger of being killed by the moldy ghost thingy. Since we have a hiding spot. Bucket full of grease. I could probably light a fire with that later. It really feels like there should be something important in this gigantic room, but maybe there isn't. Except that note, I guess. So we're not going in there. Because it sounded like there was something real bad on the other side of that door. I think at least. That's one other thing I would change if I developed this game. Make the door mechanic a bit more obvious, maybe. But then it might get a bit too easy. Like, there is a reason I'm not a game developer. So, I don't know. Iron lock, so I'll need a key for that. This door was fine when I listened to it. And it does not seem like it's changed. An old kitchen or something. Nothing in there. Bottle of liquor. High proof distilled spirits. Now, I don't know what to do with that. Maybe it's a surprise item we can use later. Who knows? Sounds fine.
No.
It would have been fine if I had a key, which I certainly do not have. Sounds fine. Another quite sneaky mechanic I figured out on my own. When I listen to doors, I can actually look at Streamlabs in my second display and see the desktop audio. So if there's something bad, it will kinda spike more than it is when it's quiet. There's a passage, a tunnel on the other side of this wall, blocked with a heavy hatch. Oh, so this... Oh, okay. So, like the first thing I tried to do was go through a tunnel. And they said there's a hatch, so we'll need to find the gears so we can turn that and then get through the hatch. What was that? It still feels kinda weird that there's nothing of use in this gigantic room. It really feels like I missed something, to be honest. But hey, we'll probably have to go back here later, so... Oh! There was a spooky ghost over in the background. That's nice. I'm sure he just wants to be friends. Not fucking kill me or something like that. Maybe it's just misunderstood, you know. Can I use the gear? Nope. Maybe he just wants a hug and friends. Okay, that is locked. And somehow he knows it's locked with a silver key. He was some kinda ex-archaeologist, so maybe he knows his stuff. Iron lock. So every door is locked. I have not checked in the middle. Otherwise I've definitely missed something. Which isn't impossible with how this game has been going for me up until this point. Big fuck off well with a ladder. It's dark, but I guess I could take the stairs if my knees don't give in. We'll check that later. It might be the only place that's actually left for me to go. You can't push it down or something, mate. I guess we'll have to go down then. I'm going to be quite upset if it insta-kills the lad. Well, that looked like a... Oh, come on. Oh. Fucking bullshit that. Like, that's my biggest problem with this fucking game. It gives you those yes or no questions. And fucking... It might fucking kill you, I don't know. You might live. It might be exactly what you have to do, but you might die. There's no fucking indication that you're fucking going to die. Erika, you poor sap. Get... Fucking bullshit. So I've definitely missed something somewhere. Fucking bullshit. So it took 14 minutes until I managed to get one character killed. Fucking bullshit. So that's the one thing I do know about game design. Players don't like when you take the agency away from them. Like, if I was an idiot and it warned me about it and said, well, this might not be a good idea, and give an indication that it is a bad idea instead of yes, no, then I wouldn't mind. But when it's just ho ho ho, fuck you, then I have a problem. They weren't stupid superstitions. This place is just like they said. I can't remember where I sneaked in through the walls, and now I keep pacing down the same empty corridors time and again. I should have listened to the villagers and stayed away from this place. I feel like my mind is slipping into the abyss. I hear something break the silence of these halls, something like the swishing of robes around me. It seems to come from all places at once, but when I raise my lantern I see nothing. And yet, when I put it back, the sound returns, closer than before. Damnation, have I gone mad? Well, it's not unlikely that you have gone mad. A suicide note, I'd rather not delve into it any further. Well, I'm guessing that person wrote that suicide note. There's a hole through the wall, you could probably fit through that. And pruning shears. Now, it's quite interesting that this last started somewhere on the opposite side of the map. Come on, it's not that narrow. I could fit through that easily. Now, I might be a bit of a small boy, but still. Valve controls water. Well, it would be weird if it did anything different. So my plan right now is to go get the stuff that Ernst had. Ernest. I'm going to keep saying Ernst because there's a famous lad here in Sweden that's named Ernst. Or Ernst. And he's from my hometown as well. So I'm kinda damaged by that fact. Nothing useful in here. It looks like that door is blocked. There's some kind of puzzle in here. Is it this thing? Distilling utensils, a rusty green patina is slowly starting to cover a bronze. Yeah, that's usually how it happens. So I got some kind of alcohol with Ernest. So maybe that's supposed to be there. Go there, I mean. Who knows? And that's where I came from. Let's check the rest of this room and then go upstairs. I think they use this device to seal barrels shut. Drain pipe, which I can do something with. I think it prevents the tank from reaching a certain level of water. I have no idea. Oh, that thing has got a key. So we'll have to remove the pipe and then get the water flowing so we can get that key. Yes, Sophia. There's someone knocking on heaven's door. Maybe it's me. Is there actually going to be anything useful up here? That's one of the worst ideas you can do in a horror game. Go upstairs. Because there's usually less of an escape route upstairs. You can't exit the building from upstairs, usually. That's why people are scared of basements as well. 4 keys and 4 locks, 1 barrier between life and death. 4 brothers and 4 bonds, resisting to suffer by the same fate. The prior within himself insists the abbot trusts a figure. Victorino, where the air is thinner, and I in the abyss. This is some kind of riddle, I'm guessing. We locked up our brothers without trace of kindness. We trapped them, the others, because they found madness. And we have, what have we lost? Did we leave behind our sanity? Dear brothers, forgive us, for we have lost all humanity. Very cryptic note. And that looks exactly like the door from the first episode where Daniel got trapped. And I'm guessing I'm going to need all 4 keys for that. We know where one of the keys are, it's right below us. So we'll turn on the water and then we can get that key. I'm guessing we'll have to go back in here. Come on, you're not that fat. You're not fat at all. Now let's try this one. Sounds fine. It's fucking locked though. What about the door on the complete opposite of the room? If that one is locked as well, I'm out of ideas, for now at least. And I've found pruning shears, the only thing I've actually found so far. Sound fine. Go away. Door latches. Huh? What? Okay. That's confusing. Oh, so now we're here. In the interlude place. Hey, there's Sebastian. Or someone that looks like Sebastian. Now I would really like to destroy those mirrors. Where is my closest escape route? Back to the dormitory. Is there going to be anything useful out here? There wasn't anything useful out here in the interlude, but... Hello, Lunar Shadow. How are you today, mate? Everything good? I don't think there's going to be anything useful out here in the middle. That's where we came from. So we'll have to go back the complete opposite way. What's that? Books. Nothing useful, in other words. Here's the toilet. I wonder if there's going to be anything new in this room since we last was here in the interlude. An hiding spot at least. Seems to be nothing of use for us in here. What about the bigger toilet? Or maybe I should say the real toilet. A box. More boxes. Toilets. The dirty thing, it's something that we managed to pull out of the toilet. Now, I apparently need it now, which wasn't the case in the interlude. Then we didn't even have the option to pick it up. that's one place down. I guess we could follow Sebastian's route, but he did latch a door behind him last time, so maybe we can't. There was nothing useful in here last time.
Someone lit the brazier.
Yeah, obviously someone lit the brazier. This might be a tricky one since we already been here. A bellow, at least. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with that. Vessels. I don't remember that bellows being there before, so I guess we'll have to go through every room again to see if there's new stuff. That's where Sebastian went upstairs. We do need a key to get in to the refectory. And I'm guessing all of these doors are going to be locked. They were in the interlude at least. Swollen by humidity, that's one way of saying it. Bunch of random stuff. The big old refractory door that's locked. So we'll have to find a key somewhere. This one is probably locked as well. Yep. So I'm thinking we might have to go upstairs for a bit then. I'm going to check all of the doors just to be sure. That is actually all of the doors, so we'll have to go back around and then upstairs and try to follow Sebastian as far as possible, I think. I do for a fact know that he locked the door behind him though. Since there was some kind of fat monkey ghost chasing him. And the padlock looked like they're made from iron. Can I use the shears? I cannot use the shears. Well then. So we have bellows. We have a weird dirty rag thing. That I don't think I can do anything with. Maybe I can shove it down that hole and it will block the water up, but that feels like a bit of a long shot. But it's also the only thing I can think of. I'm not scared of using a walkthrough if I have to, but I don't want to. I've only been streaming for half an hour, so I want to play the game, not just read how to play the game. I could fucking have watched it on YouTube in that case.
The cellar. This is where they must have brewed ale.
Well, you have already been in here, mate. Can I block it up with that thing? I cannot. I see nothing. So the last thing I can think of is the distillery thing. Well, I don't... Well then. There has to be something in the middle, right? There was nothing upstairs except a bunch of keys that we don't have. And there was nothing in those places. Oh, fuck me. Thanks, game. Whew, trying to give me a fucking heart attack. That's new, actually. I like that. If I didn't get spooked by it, then I would have liked it. Oh, we could do something with... Yeah, we could probably fucking shove that dirty bag up there. Do it. Now you can do it. Now, if we just ignore the fact that that would come running out as soon as we open the water, then sure, this would work. Now we're stealing from the dead. That's nice. Thank you very much, lad.
86 years later, he's still holding onto his key.
What a hero. Just keeping that key safe. MVP. And that goes to the upstairs area, or maybe to this door. It would be kinda convenient if it did. It did not. Well, the door is open on the other side of the room. Now the question is why they decided to keep that door locked. Like, there isn't really a reason for having it locked, since this door over here is open. So it just takes time, so I'll have to go around everything instead. What was the shape? A triangle. Then it goes... Is this... okay? What do you want me to do? Maybe you shouldn't look into the mirror, mate. That's nice. Oh, shite. Oh. Now you found a fucking mirror. Oh, nay. To turn the mirror, use left. Once you see it, then you have to finish them off by focusing the light from your lamp. To do so, use right trigger. If you take too long, they'll try to escape. Don't let them out of your sight or they'll attack from behind. Okay. So this is some kind of mini game, I guess. I really hope I don't have to keep this in mind out in the level. Where the fuck did it go? I know exactly where you are, mate. Are you done now? Oh. He's got little hands for feet. They're cute, I guess. How many times do I have to do this game? Game? I do appreciate them trying to mix things up, but that game is kinda annoying and it took way too long. Now, as I was saying, I really hope that the game is going to tell me when that is needed. So I don't have to guess. Like she pulls it out on her own accord. Or something like that. Otherwise I'm definitely going to die. And I do actually kinda like this girl. She's the sole survivor from the first episode, so... And then we only got Erika and Daniel after this girl, so... Let's try to keep this Sophia girl alive. Ernest should still be alive if the game didn't screw me with that well thing. There was some kind of kitchen up here if I remember correctly, and watching the snowfall in the cloister is hypnotizing. I think you got better things to worry about than being hypnotized by the snow. Like the Requiem. Silverlock. This is the iron key. So it unlocks the door to this place, but there's no reason for it. I do think Sebastian is in one of these rooms. No, here's the kitchen. And we've got loose parts, 1 of 3. I'm guessing we'll have to find 2 more of those. Just my gamer's instinct. This is the kitchen. And water so we could move. Nice, a hiding spot. More spare parts. Or loose parts. Maybe those are for distillery? Several yards with plants. The stove is on. I see several pots and containers lying about. Do I have to put something in there? All containers. And here we have this place with the locked door. Yep. Nothing's changed. Before the Saint, I did them and help much. I can't blame them for trying. Well, what's a man to do? There is some kind of puzzle in here, apparently. Down here. Oh. I'm terribly sorry game, but I cannot fucking read. Latin. Now, I'm studying to become a fucking biology teacher. But I still don't fucking see what these things are. They're too far away and it's too dark. So I guess we'll come back here later with something. Now, are there more doors on this level? It does not seem like it. Now, did a big old door to the refractory have an iron lock? Did she say that? I think she did. And there's, like I said, nothing down here. I could check that, and there you see on the door the latch that Sebastian pulled down when he was chased by a fat ghost monk. So I guess we'll go back down again. like how they decide to build half the stairs of stone, and then in the middle of the build, like, we'll change to wood. You would think they would choose one of the or the other, but maybe it's just a patch up, maybe. Yeah, and we have the door to the refractory, so we can get Ernest's stuff. Unlock this, thank you very much. The key fits in the lock. Great. Now we're back here. We can unlock a door outside. I wonder if the blind monster is going to show up this level as well. Yep, there's Ernest's stuff. How curious. Now there is a cog here on this thing. There's a bucket hanging from the rope. I could use it to lower something down. Can we get the monster drunk with alcohol? We cannot. It was worth a try. So the game wouldn't let me that fucking do. For what I can't speak today, holy shit. For what I know, the game didn't actually tell us that there was something wrong with that. And now we can suddenly use the bucket. I did not see a code there with Ernest. Sounds fine. Oh, there's the fat ghost monk. Oh, he's the blind lad now. They just redesigned the blind lad. How do you even know to be quiet, Sophia? You've never seen this ghost before. This is by far the hardest test. But it worked out well this time. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Barely made it? What do you mean barely made it? I can't believe the key is still there. Take a key. The silver key. Now that felt way too easy. Chapter house. It really feels like that thing is fucking I really can't talk today. It feels like that ghost is going to come alive. Or the corpse, I mean. It's locked from the other side. That felt way too easy. This door is certainly barricaded. Can you, like... Now... That might have been a bad idea. Maybe they were trying to keep something out. Yeah. It sounds fine. So now we're in a gigantic fucking graveyard. I'm going to go back in there and check the other doors first. The silver key is round, I think. It is. So let's go and open up all those doors and see what's up with that before we check the graveyard. There's a hiding spot. I actually got spooked by the shadows moving in the wardrobe. And I'm really doubting the ability to hide in these, since the fucking crisscross lattice thing on the door. It would tell me that the ghost could see you. But we've been able to hide underneath tables, so I guess it's fine. Now we can unlock this door with the silver key. Sounds fine. And now we're in some other kind of room, a scriptorium. And there's a lot of hiding places strewn all around the place. Brother Victorino won't stop uttering blasphemies, and I know he will oppose the reopening the hallway where we locked in our brothers. But I also know that he hid his key in the furrible. What the fuck is a furrible? So I only need to access it. I do not know what happened to our prior. Maybe it's friar. Father Malachi. Who knows? But I suspect that Abbott locked him in his room, leaving him with only one possible exit, the door that leads to the cells. Perhaps if I opened the passage I would liberate him and convince him of amending the atrocity we have committed. He is a kind and reasonable man, or he was, before the concert. God Almighty, please protect us. Every person who attended that cursed event has gone mad. Our abbot, Father Agauno, most of all. Aguano. At night he sings the psalms, but his tune warps into one that resembles the melody played by the musicians before the fateful night. No matter where I may be, the twisted echoes of his chant fly over the graveyard and reach me. I must speak to him, convince him of giving me his key, or find a way to get a hold of it. Dear Lord, please grant me the strength to face him. Now, he used a word I've never seen before. Unfinished scrolls. Which is kinda problematic. A lantern. An old lantern. And it's empty, which we might be able to combine the liquor with the lantern. We could not. Where does this key lead to? Oh, we just shortcuts, I guess. So now instead of going to two doors, we can go through just one door. I guess that will save like 10 seconds at most. Once again, it sounds fine. Locked. And I'll need a bronze key for that. I have the iron and the silver. I've got a bunch of stuff now. Maybe we can use the grease to light the lantern. But I don't know what we'll need the lantern for, to be quite frank. I guess there's no harm in trying it, at least. There's no real ease. It lagged. And that usually means there's a ghost about. I guess we're fine for now. Now let's head back to the refractory to get into that, I guess, cleaning cupboard. And hope that we can fill the lantern with the greasy stuff. Otherwise I'm kinda out of ideas. We did get a silver key, which we can use upstairs at that place. And there's a hiding spot. It does really look like oil. Oh, that kind of grease. Lubricated gear. Well, at least we managed to do something by going there. I don't quite remember where I got that gear though. I do now, it's straight ahead. So maybe we'll be able to open that hatch now. The music in this level is, up to this point, a lot more frightening than in the last levels. Just the ominous chanting in the background. And here's certainly a door which leads to nowhere. That's my conclusion, at least. This leads to nowhere. I think this is where I got the gear. It certainly is. Where there's this. And now we can turn that hatch. Do. Cue the Zelda noise.
There's the tunnel, right?
That's probably what you're going to have to do, yes, Sophie. I would bet my money on it, at least. There's nothing useful at that end. So maybe we should go back upstairs and unlock that door. I don't think we've ever been in that door though. So I don't know what's going to be on the other side of it. And then we have the whole graveyard to go through, so at least we're not starved for ways to go. Right now, at least. It usually gets a bit more restrictive in the end, since you already done everything. And my dumbass went the opposite way of where we need to go. You would have thought that Sophie would invest in some kind of better lighting source than a candle from last time. Especially if it's in the middle of winter and it's really cold and there's wind blowing everywhere. That light candle would go out almost immediately. And there's a risk of it fucking burning out. But I guess that's a problem with the torch as well, so I digress. Now we can unlock that with the silver key. Good, now the door opens. And we're in some kind of chapel. Treasurer's suicide note. Nothing in the Holy Scripture can describe that place. I see it every night. and every night is different and unrepeatably perverse. That impossible color, the horrible eclipse gleam up in the skies. My mind is broken. Not even the devil would be capable of such deviousness, for he would howl in terror if he saw what I've seen. Pure horror. Death and eternal oblivion sound like sweet salvation compared to this. If upon taking my own life I awake tortured in a sea of flames, I will shed tears of joy. That's quite a statement from a religious man. That hell is preferable to his existence in the real world. So, is there a hiding spot anywhere in here? Dried remains, so this is some kind of infirmary. I don't know what those candles actually do, but I lit one. I'm hoping that turns this room into some kind of safe space. I don't think it does, but it would certainly be nice if it did. Workbench. Okay, so I'm missing one set of spare parts, then I could do something there. Now the question is where those last spare parts are. Can I combine these? I cannot. I've also got bellows, a lantern, bottle of liquor, and scented candles. That's not nice. I did not like that random wheelchair followed me down halfway down the corridor. And that horrible noise as well. It sounded like you probably heard it, to be honest, but it sounded to me like 10,000 insects just walking up behind me. Maybe we should go check the distillery now, since we got the alcohol. And I missed the door in the scriptorium. No, that needed a bronze key. And the iron key is gone, which means I've unlocked every door that has the iron key. So let's head back to the distillery and try to use that alcohol with something. And then try to find the last spare parts. I think it's kind of weird that we can't use the alcohol in the lantern, but we might... I walked straight past the door. We might be able to use that alcohol if we distill it to use in the lantern. But then there's the problem of me not knowing what to do with said lantern, so there's a lot of things to figure out right now. I thought I heard something for a second, right? Just then. So if I remember correctly, this is the distillery. It certainly is. Can I use the alcohol here? Okay. Distilled alcohol, a full bottle of ethyl alcohol. Can I combine that? Wrong button. I could. Lantern filled with ethyl alcohol. So I was right about that. So that's one clue. And then we can probably put that in the whatchamacallit bucket to the well and scare that monster away which killed Ernest. May he rest in peace. Because in the first episode a monster disappeared when we turned the light on, I mean. So that's my best guess of what to do with the lantern right now. I might be talking straight out of my ass, which it happens quite a lot. But I kinda like my odds right now. The only annoying thing is that we'll have to walk all the way over the whole map to get to there. But hey, and then we have the whole graveyard. And why are those high heels? Or are they just ballerina shoes? I don't think they're high heels. But still, those shoes are not my first choice if I were going to an old cloister. But I guess that's her choice. It's not my funeral. Hiding spot, check. And we also have that other hatch. Slightly ajar. I could probably pry that open when I assemble all of the spare parts, that's my guess. Now I don't like going out into these dark open spaces. The first thing I need to do is light the lantern. Can't you do that with your candle? Like, it isn't really that hard. So I'll need to find some kind of fire, which I think was on the other side of that tunnel. And then I might be able to use the bellows to spark the fire to then light the lantern. Open sesame. I never thought about that word. If you say it in Italian accent, it sounds a bit like Mario. Open sesame! Then you have fucking Mario saying telling a door to open. The crematorium. That's nice. You hope you never have to cross that tunnel again. You probably are. Most likely you are going to have to cross that tunnel again. I can't go through there. The passageway is half blocks and could collapse any moment. What changed? Did I miss something? And this door leads back out there. Okay. So now I can go back another way, so... I would have thought that we could use the bellows on this to spark the fire. I could stoke the fire with the bellows, but what's the point? If I want to burn something, it better be put in place first. I don't think I have something to burn. I do not. I thought about the weird clump thing we got earlier, but I don't think we can get access to that right now. Maybe I can. A note. 12th of December 1912. He has been purified. I have nothing to fear. His bones will return to dust in that oven, for I will not allow him to be taken elsewhere. This should suffice to silence the voices. All is well. I have nothing to fear. All I must do is finish his altar and keep calm. I must not be afraid. My faith must not falter. A big pile of wood. It looks like they were going to get burned. Few things, but I never got around to using it. Now it's rotten. So what's the point of this room? Does not have a door. Another thing, we could burn those herbs, but I still don't know the order of them. And that door right there is a silver door, I think. And is there something in here? There's a key. Take it. It's the pewter key. I don't think I've seen anywhere to use that. If it's not the key to the scriptorium. I guess we'll find out soon, eh? And as I said, there's a lot of hiding places strewn about the place. So we have one in here. One in the refectory, excuse me. I'm getting spammed. We have one above the new cloister sign. We have one in the dormitory. And one in the bathroom kind of area. One in the chapter house. So there's hiding spots literally strewn about the place. Where the fuck am... Oh, we're in here now. I should have gone out the other way. Then I'll see on the door to the right if I can open it with the silver key. Then we'll have unlocked at least quite a bit of all the doors. Maybe that pewter key is actually for the main door. The puzzle door. Yeah, now we unlocked all the silver key doors. Page from Abbott's Diary, Part 1. 5th December 1912. Brother Ernina has forsaken sanity. Another tragedy in the long list of misfortune that have befallen us. How far must we stray in the face of such a calamity? Ernino wanted to open the door, gather keys once again, to open the gate and freedom. I understand his compassion. Far from the other brothers, I only hear their screaming in my dreams. But he must hear it day and night, and such horror must have broken him. When he came to see me to tell me what he wanted, I had to do it. Do what? If we are to be saved, I cannot waver. I dragged his body into an empty sarcophagus, holy shit, following the Reaper's orders. Now only God and death know the way to his key. So we'll need to find some kind of sarcophagus, which most likely is in the graveyard. And other hiding spots. If there was one place I would keep the sarcophagus, it's definitely in the graveyard. So we know that one key is in the graveyard, most likely at least. Everything is so old and untidy. Well, oh fuck! German soldier from WW2. Sapper spade. Wouldn't have been kind of funny if his Caber grenade fucking blew up. No? What the fuck do you need a fucking hand grenade for, lass? It's going to explode 100% of the time. I'm not touching that. That feels like a trap if I ever seen one. We might be able to use that spade to pry open that latch. Hatch, I mean. Which I don't remember where it is. It's either in this place or by the old cloister. I'm thinking it's by the old cloister because I can see a cog. I've been recording for 1 hour and 11 minutes. Oh fuck. This fucking cunt. So if you missed the last episode, this ghost is new. And I'm kinda bad at it, apparently. It doesn't really let me go. And I'm guessing there's some kind of time restraint. Come on! I had to change grips then. I might have died if I didn't change grips. I couldn't feel my lower body. Well, that might be because you're walking around in stockings in the middle of winter. With snow falling all around you. It might be because of the spooky ghost as well. But it could certainly be that you're freezing your legs off. Should we try the pewter key on this door? I think it's a bronze key. Nope. So that's for the big door, I'm guessing. And here's the hatch. Use the spade. No, even if it open with the spade, I have to keep it open somehow. Well then. Should we maybe go to the graveyard then? Which really doesn't sound like a good idea, but I think I'll have to. It's the only place I haven't checked. That door was locked. And there's a hiding spot in here. I just got haunted by that. I think they call it the Abyss. So I'm thinking I might not get hunted by a ghost again for a little bit. I don't think those are scripted. Some of them are. But I think there's some kind of timer. That's my uneducated guess, at least. And every time you make progress, you accelerate that timer, maybe. Now this place is pretty fucking creepy. Like, what is that? What even is that statue? We do at least have a map, which means that this place can't go on forever like some other places. There's some kind of door. I'd say the crypt isn't sealed, but I refuse to touch the door. Fine then. Keep your secrets. A crying angel statue. Weeping. So that would actually be kind of a if annoying but a bit cool idea for a monster in this game. If you've seen Doctor Who, they first appeared in David Tennant's Doctor Who, but they were in what's his face? The 11th Doctor. I don't remember his name. He's my favorite Doctor and I've forgotten his name. That's annoying. Whatever. The Weeping Angel from Doctor Who. So if you haven't seen Doctor Who, every time you look away from the Weeping Angel statues, they charge at you. I see red. That did not work. Yeah, so every time you look at them, they can't charge at you. So they're fucking horrid. I hate them from the bottom of my heart. But they're super scary, and I think it's just they're scary in themselves. So just you have to keep looking at them. And that's make them a bit more scarier, a bit scarier, since you have to look at them all the while you are terrified of them. Am I going to get killed by this? Well, it's probably in the big room. I'm guessing I'm going to get insta-killed by this. Does it actually say it's just a normal grave? Am I just a bit stupid? Just a buried corpse, normal for a grave, yes. That's usually what they keep in graves. Normal corpses. Or corpses to be direct. They might keep weird corpses in these as well, but this one looks different. This really doesn't feel good. Just walking around opening all of these graves. It feels like such an easy jump scare as well. Like just shove a monster in there instead. And jump scare my ass. That's nice. Well, I'm going to go over here for a bit if that's okay with you, Reaper Man. And then I'm going to check the map and then I'm going to press Alt F4. I'm not. But I hope he's gone. He is certainly not gone. Are you going to kill me if I open this now? Maybe you should get that mirror out and ready. Just in case, I don't know. But it feels like a good idea. What's in here then? Can you just get the key? No, not now. Rust. Loose parts, bellows. Lantern filled with liquid. Not that one. That one. I guess not. Can you go away for a bit, ghost man? I don't think I can break out that other lantern and mirror thing on my own accord. I think she does that automatically when she needs to. Yep, there's nothing of use here. That's a nice attitude. Maybe I can prune these with the pruning shears. We probably could. Where have I not been? I could get that grenade, but I think that's a really bad idea. The infirmary. What was in the infirmary? I guess we'll have to walk all the way back there, because I can't do shit here. Spade, pruning shear, loose parts. Oh, that was the work table, wasn't it? And I need a new key. Which I could probably get there. I'm guessing the bronze key is that one. And there's yeah, we need to burn something. Burn something we could with the in the kitchen thing. And there's also some kind of thing there. Questions, but no real answers. Can't get in there. If we try to go down into that place, we're going to get killed again. Just like poor old Ernest. May he rest in peace. I'll go upstairs and have a look again, I guess. Oh fuck.
Is someone there?
Good question. Do not go out there. I think I managed to figure out from those sounds. Which is quite annoying because it's the fastest way to where I was heading, but I'll have to go around then. All the way around. So far this episode is a bit better than the last ones though. I think the first one was actually the best one so far. But this one, I do have a lot of tools, but it feels like I can figure out relatively easily what I'm supposed to do with those tools. So if you compare that with last episode, where we got this big microfilm with newspaper articles from 1917 or whenever it was. That's where it was a lot more complicated than anything we've had to do during this episode. This is the infirmary, and yeah, that's fine. I did not actually mean to go in there. I meant to go in over here. Into the pantry. I would test that German grenade if I didn't think we're going to fucking explode. Diaprinus, A, B, C, D, E, F. Chiaskerus. Escamonia. I'm guessing there's some kind of document. The mixes make no sense. Well, no, of course they don't. It doesn't really say anything about it there. Doesn't in there. Not in there either. The poem. Didn't say anything about it there. Treasurer's note, I do not think it said anything. Lost notebook. No. Folded note. Nope. And this place was of no real use. Well, anyways, I'm going to stop the recording for a second.